Good evening, goats. I hope you're having a beautiful Sunday and welcome to this session. Let me just fix this a little bit, in which we're going to be doing the horoscope for next month. We are on October 27th, so I think that is the perfect time to have an insight into what is coming next month with the message that Tarot has for us. And for that, I'm going to be using my iridescent Rider White Tarot deck. You can actually get a copy of this deck on my store in case you like it. Well, I like it a lot because it shines. And for me, this is the deck that is very accurate when it comes to making predictions. So on this video, we're going to be going one by one through each zodiac sign. And then we are going to be analyzing what is going to be the collective message for November. So if you're watching and you would like your zodiac sign to go first, feel free to drop a comment in the chat box uh, with your sun, moon, and rising so we can start with those signs. And before we begin, let me remind you that if you don't follow me already or if you're not subscribed to my channel already, please make sure to do it and to share this video, share this live stream so more people can receive the message that Tarot has for you, for them. Well, we are in Scorpio season. So what I like doing is I like starting by the um, sign of the season. So I can start by Scorpio and then follow up with Sagittarius since we don't have anyone comment at the moment. After Sagittarius comes Capricorn, then Aquarius, what is Aquarius? Oh, Pisces, and then we go Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra. So that's the order for today. If you want your sign to go first, you can drop a comment in the chat box and I'll prioritize the message for the people who are watching. So also remember, guys, that if you'd like to receive a personal tarot reading, you can book a session with me on my site, tarotgo.com. And if you book any type of reading with me in the upcoming days, in the upcoming month, I'm going to be sending magnets to everyone who has actually supported my business this year. So it's your time to book if you'd like to receive that special magnet for next year. Once I have it, I'm going to be showing it to you. It's super cute. It's for the car, and I'm just so excited. I'm just waiting for it to arrive into the mail, but it's going to be a couple of weeks because I just ordered it. But well, let's start with the horoscope for this month of November, starting with Scorpio because we are in a Scorpio season. So the message for Scorpio for this month, to help you become the greatest of all time, Scorpio, we have the devil in a reverse position. And well, the messages I have for you, Scorpio, is that during this month of November, you have to be very careful with what you wish for. It seems that your wishes are going to be heard and that your wishes are going to be granted. So when that happens, you need to be very careful with what are you willing to sacrifice in order to pursue your wishes? Because remember that every action has a reaction, and that every wish that you ask will require changes in your life or will require, sacrifices in your life. And the devil in a reverse position is a card that refers to the sacrifices or to the chains that we put on ourselves when we pursue our dreams. So, Scorpio, be careful what you wish for this November, and also be careful with, let's say, the chains that you put in yourself. Because one of the examples of the devil in a reverse position, I like to relate it to a new car or to a new property in which we get the new property, but we'll also be getting a new mortgage or a new payment, a new insurance payment. So we have to be careful with the chains that you put in yourself. Now, Let's move on to Sagittarius to see what is the message that is this month for Sagittarius. And for Sagittarius, we have the Knight of Wands in a reverse position. And well, Sagittarius, you're going to be starting your season this upcoming month of November, which is great, but you have to be careful to not get derailed in the process of celebrating your birthday, on, planning your birthday, because in a reverse position, this card can indicate that you may be having you may be losing your focus, or you may be losing your direction in life. So you have to be very careful with how, you handle things during the month of November if you want to continue in the right track. So Sagittarius, pay attention to your actions, pay attention to the decisions that you make, because that is the message for you for this month of November. You have to be careful because procrastinating is easy, and sometimes we just derail from where we're going for pursuing, fun, relaxation, comfort, and Sagittarius need to be more focused. Now, let's see what is the message for Capricorn, and I love it because I'm a Capricorn. So let's see what is the message for us, the goats of tarot, of horoscope, sorry. And the message for us, we have the Queen of Swords in Swords position. So Capricorn, this month of November, we have to be very careful with the things that we say, with the things that we think, because it seems that we're going to be filled with judgmental ideas or judgmental thoughts. And we need to be very careful to not hurt others or hurt ourselves when we, become judgmental. Being judgmental is not bad because it gives us this serenity. It helps us, make the right choices and choose the right people in our life. But you just have to be aware and understand that you should not be too, strict with everything in life. So if you manage to be flexible during this month of November, you're gonna do pretty good, Capricorn. So don't be so, stubborn. But now let's move on to the next zodiac sign, and we have Aquarius. And before we jump into the message for Aquarius, let me remind you guys that if you're enjoying this live, please share it with your friends, share it in your timelet, and subscribe or follow me, depending when you're watching TikTok, X, or YouTube, to my channel, so you can continue joining me every Sunday for these live streams. And also that I do online sessions on Twitter or on Instagram or via text messages or video call. You can always book a session with me on my website, tarotgoat.com. But now, back to Aquarius, we have the Eight of Swords in a reverse position. And Aquarius, it seems that during this month of November, you're going to be realizing the real intentions of the people around you. So make sure to protect your energy. Make sure to not take anything personal, because it seems that unfortunately you may be surrounded by people that doesn't have like your best interest, but it seems that you're going to be realizing who are there for you and who is not. And what matters is that you're actually taking out that blindfold, and that you are you're going to be able to see, you know things without being, gaslighted. So Aquarius, be patient, be mindful, and more importantly, uh, don't hold grudges about with anyone. Just keep going in life, forgive, forget, and moving forward. But now, let's see the message for Pisces for this month of November. And let's shuffle this a little bit more. And for Pisces, the message for this month of November, we have the Page of Wands in a upwards position. And as we can see in the card, we have a young man that is like walking in the desert, and he's looking up to the sky. So Pisces, this month of November, you're going to be divinely guided. You just have to open your eyes and be very aware of your surroundings so you can communicate with the universe, and you can, receive that divine guidance, because this is the card of trusting the universe, trusting the plan, and just keep moving forward in your journey. So it's really important, Pisces, that you use, those emotions or those feelings that you have to identify how you can communicate with the universe and what are the signs that the universe is going to be sending you, because you are going to be divinely guided this month. And I love it because, well, I'm Pisces rising, and this reading is for Sun Moon rising, so it's resonating with me already. And now, for Aries, let's see what is the message for Aries for this month of November. And for Aries, we have the Hierophant in a reverse position. And remember that this is the card of spirituality, but also the card of society. So Aries is important that you don't let your friends influence your decisions, and don't let your friends, push you to do things you don't want to do. Basically, this card wants you to avoid social pressure and to be genuine, to be honest with yourself with what you want, because it's probably that during this month of November, you're going to be pushed a lot by your friends or by your society to, let's say, fulfill certain roles, or, to do certain things that you don't really want to do. And if you're not feeling it, don't push it, because then it all will go bad. It's better to just go with the flow, go with what you want to do, and don't let social pressure bring you down. But now, let's move on to Taurus to see what is the message for Taurus for this month of November. And the message for Taurus comes from the Seven of Wands in a reverse position. So you can see in the card, we have a man that is standing in top of a mirror, and he is fighting seven wands here. So Taurus, this month of November, you're gonna have the advantage to overcome every obstacle, every situation, every thing that you're going on in life. You just need to, let's say, believe in yourself, and uh, have a higher perspective of life, so you can actually see above everything that is going on with you, and find an opening to find solutions and find the answers that you're seeking. But you're going to have the strength and you're going to have the capability to overcome everything, Taurus, and that's what matters. So make sure to uh, have that higher, perspective of life. In that way, you're going to have like a full vision of the opportunities and options that you have in front of you. And before we move on to Gemini, let me remind you guys that I do online and on the spot tarot readings. You can book a session with me on tarotgo.com, and also there you can find a lot of amulets, tarot decks, and cute little things that you may need in your spiritual journey. So make sure to check my website to see if there's anything that catches your eye, especially now that Christmas is coming. But now, let's keep moving on. And we have Gemini. And let's see what is the message that the cards have for us for Gemini today. And for Gemini, we have the High Priestess in a Wards position. And while the High Priestess is the card of divine, knowledge, is the card of high intuition. So Gemini, this month of November, you're gonna be aligned with your higher self. You're gonna be downloading a lot of information, and you're gonna be downloading a lot of, um, sensations within you. So make sure to listen to your intuition during this month of November, because it's going to be important for you to, understand everything that is going on. As long as you tap into your intuition, you're going to be divinely guided, and you're going to be able to find solutions and see clarity in everything, that happens in your life. So I love this for Gemini. Well, now let's move on to the next sign, and we have Cancer. Cancer, let's find out what is the message for you for this month of November. And for Cancer, we have the Eight of Cups. And as you can see in the card, we have a man that is walking out of the cups. So Cancer, during this month of November, it's time for you to walk out of the people or situations that no longer serve you, to learn, or to, have the discernment to know when is your time to leave, when is your time to move on, because it seems that during this November, the cups or the feelings that you have for certain people or for certain situations are going to be, empty. they're going to be drained, and it's going to be time for you to move on. So learn to identify that time, Cancer, because in that way, well, you won't waste your time with people or situations that no longer serves you. But now, let's move to the next sign. Let's see the next sign. And we have Leo. Let's see what is the message for Leo for this month of November. But before we bring the message for Leo, remember, guys, that if you'd like to receive a quick video every month with a message for you, you can subscribe to my X for $5 a month to support my content. And every month I will send you a quick video, 2 minutes, with the message or with the energy that you need to keep in mind for the upcoming month. Now, the message for Leo, we have the Seven of Swords in a reverse position. And this card wants you to know, Leo, that during this month of November, you have to be very careful with the actions that you make. It seems that you're going to have the opportunity to get your way, but there will be a high price to pay if you follow, if you take those opportunities. So be very careful with what you do, because remember that every action has a consequence. Remember that, everything that you do, the universe is watching, and there's consequences for that. So be very careful, Leo, because it's not only getting your way, but it's getting your way, in the right sense, with the right foot. I want you guys to be the greatest of all time, and I want you to do things rightfully. So don't be not a goat. I want you to be, successful, but doing things right. So I'll be judging you. I will be judging you. Now, let's move on and let's see the message for Virgo for this month of November, and let's see what is in store for Virgo, because we have the Five of Pentacles, which is amazing because this is the card that always predicts the ends or negative situations, the ends of problems. So it seems that during the month of November, Virgo, you are actually going to be stepping out of situations or problems. You're going to be finding solutions, basically. So make sure, Virgo, to keep, to hang in there, to keep that high mentality, that positive mentality, because a positive mindset, because you're about to step out of your problems next month. But now, let's see the last sign of the day before we can jump into the collective message for this November. And we have Libra. And let's see what is the message for Libra for this month of November. And for Libra, we have the 10 of Pentacles in a reverse position. And well, Libra, it seems that during this month of November, even when it's time of the holidays, there are going to be some disagreements with your family, with the people that you love. So if you want to be the GOAT during this month of November, I suggest you, Libra, to overlook those disagreements, to overlook, those fights or misunderstandings with the one that you love, and to focus on the things that keep you together, to focus on the things, that you care about them. Because it seems that you need to focus is on the positive and not on the obstacles that you may have with the connections of your loved ones. So if you do that, Libra, you're going to be really the greatest of all time, and I will be very proud of you. So that's the message for each sign. But now let's see what is the collective message for this month of November. And we have, let's see, pulling 3 cards. We have the Ace of Wands, we have the Sun, and we have the 6 of Wands in a reverse position. So it seems that the collective message for this month of November, we have to focus on the positive things. We have to focus on the things that makes us happy. And this is consistent because if we remember the reading that we did for Scorpio season, the collective reading that I posted on X last week, which was the collective message for my subscribers, we pulled the Sun card. So during this month of November, we need to focus on the positive things. And as we focus on the positive things, we're going to have more motivation to start working on our projects, to start, building things, to start creating the life that we want. But we need to also be aware that it may take some time for us to get the rewards. So try to focus on in this month of November on seeing the positive things and finding opportunities to build what you want, because it's going to be a time for building, it's going to be a time for creating, it's going to be a time for you to uh, start becoming the goat, for you to start actually creating the greatest version of yourself that is gonna just shine and thrive in everything that you do. So I love it. I love this message for November. If you like this message, drop a comment and let me know what do you think about it. And well, this is the collective message for this month of November. I hope that this message resonates with you guys. If you stay all the way here to the end, thank you so much for watching. And if you don't subscribe or follow me already, please do so, because I'm gonna be doing these live streams every Sunday. I'm gonna try to be a little bit more, let's say, punctual and more disciplined when it comes to being at one time, but I'm still figuring things out. But little by little, I hope to get there. And with your help, sharing, liking, commenting, it's really motivating for me to do things better and for me to become the god as well. So thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna be seeing you next Sunday. Bye bye.